Democratic fundraising is an issue. Here's a Wall Street Journal story 112. Democratic donors sit on sidelines as party schisms persist. Republican National Committee had 86 million in cash to start October compared to 12 million for the DNC. I'm no math genius, but that seems like a pretty big disparity.
Oh, and that doesn't include super PAC money.
Yeah. Here's Axios 113. Best-selling author Kamala Harris. DNC pays $1.6 million more for Kamala Harris's campaign debt. Not unusual for the National Party Committee to pay off the debt of a presidential
Mark,
candidate.
can I ask this?
Yeah.
I know that line was in the Axios column.
It's true.
I've never, in my party's history, on the Republican side, I've never known us to pay someone else's debt.
It happens. It happens on the Democratic side. I think it did happen for Bush. I think maybe I'm wrong about that. Don't get mad at me, Bush people, if I'm wrong. 114. Again, the cash on hand number. And the DNC is very good at protecting the chairman by saying, here's what happened in 1940, and there's nothing unusual about this. The party that loses is always in power. But 86 million to 12 million cash on hand is if it's not a historic disparity, it's pretty close to it. So, Dan, if you were brought in as the DNC finance director, how would you solve this problem?
Well, I actually will say this. I don't think the party is having a problem. The DNC is having a problem because the DCCC for the House, the DSCC for the Senate are outraising their Republican counterparts. Our candidates are doing extremely well, especially compared to their Republican counterparts. I'm concerned about the super PAC side because I think people are very afraid of the Trump administration, and the DNC. It's a chairman issue.
Yeah,
it's just what it is right now.
Look, but I mentioned the super PAC money. Trump's combined super PACs
it's amazing.
had over $300 million, and they're going to spend a lot of that money in the midterms.
Yep.
Yeah,
this is a huge disparity that's actually not getting fully appreciated. They talked about to the point of how impactful that is on the get out the vote part, on the data, the digital, the advertising front.
Well, and don't underestimate the number of Democratic donors that think if they write $10 million, they're going to be under investigation.
By the way, I don't care if you go back to Washington himself and the DNC has paid off debt for the Dems. The idea that Kamala Harris just scored a massive book deal, is running around doing events, and they're still paying off her debt, that just doesn't sit well. I can't imagine a donor getting a phone call and saying, hey, she's getting loaded rich.
Dan, why are they doing it? She's not the incumbent vice president. Like, is it based on an arrangement?
Yeah, I was about to say, I believe there was a deal prior to the election that she was going to go into debt, or they were going to go into debt on her behalf, and it would be repaid as the sitting president. She would get it repaid.
Yeah.
And they're only had $1.5 billion to spend in 105 days.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.